Now, over the weekend, as Donald Trump continued to tweet lies out of control, President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris addressed the nation for the first time as President and Vice President-elect. We're going to look at some clips. The event was almost jarring in how different it was from what we've become accustomed to. Even though I've been saying we can't allow crazy to be normalized, watching Joe Biden's speech not be riddled with insults and lies the way we've become accustomed to, watching Kamala Harris not insult everybody and speak in completely hyperbolic agit trash language, I realized how I had become desensitized to Trump because this felt so strangely normal. Full sentences felt unusual. First was Kamala Harris. Take a listen, saying voters chose unity, decency, science, and truth.
Delivered a clear message. You chose hope and unity, decency, science, and yes, truth. You chose Joe Biden as the next president of the United States of America.
Joe Biden then literally came out running when introduced by Kamala Harris, which is a major change of pace in terms of the energy we've seen from sluggish downer Trump for a while now. And then Joe Biden with a focus on unity and his popular vote victory.
The people of this nation have spoken. They've delivered us a clear victory, a convincing victory, a victory for we the people. We've won with the most votes ever cast on a presidential ticket in the history of the nation. 74 million.
That focus on unity remained throughout the speech.
Tonight, we're seeing all over this nation, all cities and all parts of the country, indeed across the world, an outpouring of joy, of hope, renewed faith in tomorrow, bring a better day. And I'm humbled by the trust and confidence you've placed in me. I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify.
And very importantly, Joe Biden mentioning coronavirus. We're going to talk a lot today about Joe Biden and coronavirus.
In the battle to save our planet by getting climate under control. The battle to restore decency, defend democracy, and give everybody in this country a fair shot. That's all they're asking for, a fair shot. Folks, our work begins with getting COVID under control. We cannot repair the economy, restore our vitality, or relish life's most precious moments, hugging our grandchildren, our children, our birthdays, weddings, graduations, all the moments that matter most to us until we get it under control.
Later, I plan to get right into Joe Biden announcing his plan for coronavirus. And his plan for coronavirus will be very different from Donald Trump's plan, in that Joe Biden's plan will be a plan. We're going to have someone with a plan, which is so different. A task force being assembled today by Joe Biden. And then lastly, Joe Biden using this term I've been using, calling this an inflection point.
Well, folks, we stand at an inflection point. We have an opportunity to defeat despair, to build a nation of prosperity and purpose. We can do it. I know we can. I've long talked about the battle for the soul of America. We must restore the soul of America.
So this was the correct speech at the right time. I've read and received many comments saying, David, these are just platitudes. They might sound nice compared to Trump, but these are just platitudes. Well, this is the time for platitudes. We will hold Biden accountable on policy and accomplishments. He gave the right speech for the time that it was. And we've already got a long list of things to talk about today from the standpoint of policy and executive orders. Joe Biden's not waiting, and we're certainly not waiting. Privacy.com is one of our sponsors, and they're giving you $5 just for using their free service at privacy.com/Pakman. Privacy is a service I've been using for a while now. I love it. It saves me a bunch of headaches. It's completely free and it's very quick to set up. And here's how it works. When you pay for something online or over the phone, instead of exposing your real credit card number, privacy lets you generate virtual card numbers. The payments are withdrawn from your checking account, but your real card number stays completely private, and you do it all with one click. You can autofill the card number in your web browser, on the phone. You can create 12 virtual cards a month. You can set spending limits, freeze them, delete them whenever you want. I especially love it for free trials where you need to give a credit card number, because I can destroy the virtual card number as soon as I give it to the company, and I know I won't be charged in the future. If you're ordering food over the phone, why do I need to give a restaurant my real card number if I don't have to? Companies don't have to know who you are. Your real credit card number is protected from the data breaches that happen, unfortunately, more often than we would like, and it's completely free. They do have a paid version with different tiers where you can create more virtual credit card numbers per month, cashback rewards, extra security features. But go ahead and sign up for the free service. It's a no-brainer. Companies can't charge you unexpectedly. You're protected from identity theft. It costs you nothing. And privacy is giving you $5 to spend just for signing up when you go to privacy.com/Pakman.